Good evening, everyone. We welcome you. This is Chiranjeevi Ahire here from NHT Global's Marketing and Member Relations team. First of all, a very happy and prosperous new year to everyone. We have finally entered the new year with a lot of positivity and aspirations to achieve greater heights of success with NHT Global. In today's webinar, we have a very special guest, our very own NHT Global's Vice President, International Business Development. I'm happy to invite none other than Maja Spindler. Today we have few great topics and a lot of information to discuss. May I now request Maja to enlighten our audience with all the information which everyone is eagerly waiting to hear. Over to you, Maja.
Thank you, Chiranjeevi. And hello to all of our NHT Global family members from India. And I would like to extend a special welcome to all of those that might be new to NHT Global. And if this is your first webinar, I want to say welcome to our global family. And I wish you the greatest of success with NHT Global. And at the same time, I would like to wish everyone a happy and healthy new year. I hope it's much, much better than 2020. And at the same time, this year is very special to NHT Global because it marks our 20th anniversary. It's very special for us because I think it speaks of our longevity. It speaks of quality of our products, the quality of our leadership, and the fact that we're here for the long term. No matter which market we enter with a great deal of care and attention to detail, and we enter each market for the long-term success of our members in that particular market. And even though the first full year for our Indian market was unfortunately plagued with a pandemic, and I'm sure that to some extent it kept back the development and kept back the success we could have achieved. But at the same time, we had a great fourth quarter in India. And for that, I want to thank you and I want to congratulate you and especially our Indian leaders who were driving that those sales and driving that success. So as I mentioned before, it is our 20th anniversary and we have so much planned and so much in store for you in terms of our incentive programs, in terms of our international recognition program, trips we want to take with you, events we want to have with you. And we truly hope that the situation on the ground will improve enough for us to be able to do that. And if not, you can rest assured that we're planning for alternatives, but we want to start a year on a positive note with a positive outlook, and we want to lay all of our plans out to you and invite you to participate in them with us. So first of all, I would like to start with mentioning an incentive trip to China. And let me explain to you why we chose China as a place to take all of our global members to celebrate our 20th anniversary at. We are a global company. We are based in the US and most of our products are developed and produced in the US. But as you might know, our most successful markets over the last 20 years have been the greater Chinese markets. And for that, we want to honor our global ambassadors that are mostly Chinese. And we want to bring the 20th anniversary incentive and 20th anniversary celebration to their market. And not only that, we want to do it symbolically on the Great Wall of China. And we want to invite representatives from our other markets to be a part of that, to be there together with us, celebrating most of all NHT Global and our success in the last 20 years. So as a part of this incentive trip, of course, we won't just fly you in to the Great Wall to enjoy the celebration. But first of all, we'll spend a few days together with you in Gubei, Water Town. This is an ancient city right on the Great Wall of China. And there you will be placed in a nice resort to enjoy that place for a few days and then join the traditional Chinese ceremony with the top NHT Global executives from all over the world and our top leaders from all over the world. After that, another level of incentive offers you to also join us in Beijing for a few days of exploring that city. Now, if we take a look at our incentive requirements, you will see that the incentive is in 4 levels. The first level is an incentive trip closer in the region, which will be somewhere, it will be called Fly High, and it will be in Dubai, Thailand, Sri Lanka, or something along those lines. The second level of the incentive is what I mentioned before, the Gubei Water Town for our 20th anniversary celebration. And the third level of the incentive adds on to that so that you are also going to Beijing on top of the Gubei Water Town celebration. Fourth level of an incentive would enable you to enjoy all of that and bring one family member along with you. The qualification period for the incentive is January 1st through September 30th, 2021. The incentive will happen sometime in October 2021 if the restrictions at the time allow that. If not, we will plan for alternative trips or alternative prizes depending on the situation. But I think that it would be wonderful to have our Indian members participate at this very, very special celebration for NHT Global. This will be one of 2 celebrations. The second one I will talk about a bit later, and it will be a great honor for us to have you there, and I believe it will be worthwhile for you to be there and to participate in this historical moment together with us. Now, secondly, I would like to touch on International Recognition Program, which many of you know. It's one of our core programs with NHT Global. It's the same for all of our global markets, and it's a way for our NHT Global members to follow a career path, and it's a way for our NHT Global members to set their goals on their career path. And for us, it's very special because this is really the only way in which we can identify who the leaders are and who those more significant individuals in NHT Global member base are, so that we can better incentivize them, we can better recognize them, and we can follow their progress. So in terms of International Recognition Program, I would just like to go over a few basic details. Some of you might be very familiar with it already, but I know we have some new members that have joined us recently. So I would like to recap for all of us to remember. The International Recognition Program is only for gold and platinum members of NHT Global. And what counts towards your qualification for International Recognition Program is your weak lag volume and total BV. And you must be fully qualified within the 2-team infinity system in NHT Global. It means you must have one person that you personally sponsored on your left and one person personally sponsored on the right side to have your position qualified, and only then you can participate in NHT Global's International Recognition Program. In order to reach a rank, it's not enough to do it only 1 month. You have to do it at least 2 months within the same quarter or within 2 consecutive months across quarters. I will give an example of that a bit later. And then we are also requiring our members who are participating in an International Recognition Program to have certain personal purchase requirements depending on which rank you're going for. So for example, rank 1, it would be 90 BV, rank 2, it would be 120 BV, and so on. So to take a look at just our Rising Star level, the requirement is this year with our Rising Stars, those members that are just starting with NHT Global and are already showing incredible achievement, is that they will too, from this year onwards, receive a pin for their achievement upon being recognized. Now, this means that also the pins for associate leader, group leader, and so on for all of the levels will change a bit. The new pins from associate level up will all have a stone in them. And we like to give these pins and special recognition to our newly qualified members at an event. We haven't had an event for a while in India because of the restrictions on the ground and inability for us to travel. But as soon as we're able to do so, we want to celebrate you and we want to recognize you publicly and give the pins to our newly qualified Indian members as well. Now, to take a look at a quick example of how one is qualified, I would like to give an example of an associate. If this particular person, you can see on the weak leg, they achieved 3,000 BV. And on strong leg, they achieved 4,500 BV, which is a total of 7,500 BV. And they would qualify for associate level for that particular month. As I mentioned before, they would have to repeat this achievement for at least another month within the same quarter or 2 months across quarters. And on top, you can see on top right corner, you can see the associate requirements. I would like to note also that our international recognition program timetable or calendar, if you want, is a bit different than your regular calendar. So we always start our IRP month on a Monday, and we always end it on a Sunday, which corresponds with NHT Global's commission weeks. So I would like for you, if you're following international recognition program, to print this out or have it somewhere handy and be really mindful of this so you don't miss qualification because you're looking at an actual calendar. I also want to emphasize that we confirm someone's rank only 2 weeks after the quarter is over. And this is because we wait for all the orders to arrive, to be consolidated, and we allow for some period for refunds as well. So you shouldn't expect any announcements from us until 2 weeks past the quarter end. In terms of the international recognition program, and it is so with most of our promotions. So as eager as we are to announce the names of the winners as soon as possible, we have to allow for all the payments of different orders to still come in and refunds if somebody wants to do them. So we ask for your understanding in terms of that. Very closely linked to our international recognition program is something called International Recognition Program Achiever Bonus. This is a program we roll out annually, but it's really a quarterly program. So what we are launching now and what I will be explaining to you now is IRP Achiever Bonus for Q1, for the first quarter of 2021. Now, for the rest of the quarters this year, the program might remain the same. We will just extend it quarterly, or we might make some slight changes to it. Depends on the situation in a particular market, depends on the pandemic restrictions. We might add more trips in if that is allowed on the ground. We might add events and such. So please note that these, again, the prizes and the requirements are for the first quarter, and everything else will be announced as we go from quarter to quarter. To remind ourselves of who is qualified or who can participate in IRP Achiever Bonus, first of all, this is only for platinum ranked members. And in order to participate, we want our leaders participating to continue to model the correct behavior to their teams. So we put in a requirement where we would like to see the participants accumulate PGV from initial orders. It means from recruitment. So if you're going for rank 1 to 4, you have to accumulate 250 BV from initial orders. And if you qualify for rank 5 or higher, you have to accumulate 500 BV from initial orders for that particular quarter. And Then, of course, this whole program is based on international recognition program. So it's based on which rank you are either confirming or you're advancing compared to Q4 2020. So with the IRP Achiever bonus, we want to make this program very obtainable. We wanted to make it like the next level in your development, and that's why we base it on your last recorded achievement, which was Q4 2020. And from there, we want you to either be consistent and confirm your achievement again and be rewarded for that, or taking it a step further and reaching a new rank, which would bring you even a higher reward. So that's conceptually the program itself. Now, this concept is the same across many markets, not all of NHT global markets, but many of them globally. And then we differ a bit on the prizes depending on the market situation and what makes sense for us to offer. So particularly if we look at the prize list for India, we are rewarding you with things like cash, subsidies, and you're also able to qualify for incentive trips through the IRP Achiever bonus. In this case, it would be this 20th anniversary trip to Hubei, China. So we allow you to either do that through personal and group volume, which are the requirements I shared with you a bit earlier, or if you're a leader and you would rather concentrate on advancing your ranks and not so much on recruitment, you're able to still qualify and still participate in this trip through your new rank achievement or by confirming certain rank. Just to let you know, if you are looking at this table, how to know what are requirements for you personally. So what you would check is, you would check what you were in Q4, and then you can see, for example, keep rank 1, you would get $500 in cash. So if you were rank 1 and you're keeping it, you would be looking at this part of the table, and under keep 1. If you're rank 1, then you can of course move to rank 2, you can move to rank 3, to rank 4. But if you were rank 1 in Q4 2020, this is the only part of the table that really applies to you. And the same way, if you were rank 2, this would be the bottom part of the table under the purple line would be the part that you would be checking for yourself, and so on. We have it all the way to rank 7 or higher. What we like to let's first take a look at a few examples. So this person's highest rank in Q4 was rank 0. So the part of the table that they're looking at is the very top where it says reach 1 in purple line. What they would first do is take a look what they have achieved in Q1 2021. So this person, if you take a look at January, they achieved rank 1. And then in March, they confirmed rank 1, which means if we're only looking at the ranks, they have reached a new rank 1. They have also had 90 BV that they ordered in March. So they did reach the requirement for personal reorders. And then in January, you can see that they had 250 BV of PGV from initial orders. So that means they enrolled somebody who ordered 250 BV in January. This means that they have satisfied all the requirements for rank 1 and for participating in IRP Achiever bonus in cash on top of their regular commissions. Second example is for a person whose highest rank in Q4 was rank 3. We can see that in January they reached rank 3, and then in February they reached rank 3 again. So they did not advance in rank, but they confirmed the rank of Q4. They did have 150 BV of reorders in February, and they had 250 BV of PGV from initial orders in March. This means they do qualify for keeping rank 3 according to IRP Achiever bonus, which would reward them $500 in cash. And then the last example I have is somebody whose highest rank was rank 5 in Q4. And here we can see in March and April, so across quarters, not within the same quarter, but in 2 consecutive months across quarters, they reached rank 7. They also satisfied their reordering requirements of 250 BV in March. They did satisfy 500 BV PGV from initial order requirement in February. And this means that this person would qualify for level 2 of a 20th anniversary incentive trip, plus they would get $1,000 in cash. So what we linked to the IRP Achiever bonus, but as an annual program, not a quarterly program, is something that we've had there in the past. It's the luxury car bonus. And then on top of the luxury car bonus, we're linking to this program a premier trip to New York City. So if you remember earlier, I mentioned that there will be 2 grand celebrations of NHT Global's 20th anniversary. One will be a trip to Hubei, China, to celebrate NHT Global's 20th anniversary in a special ceremony in the Great Wall. And the second one will be even more, let's say, even a higher level achievement, even a more special occasion, so to speak, which is a trip to New York City. And in a few years back, we already had a similar trip where we took all of our global ambassadors to NASDAQ when NHT Global's stock started trading on NASDAQ Stock Exchange. We had an opportunity to have a closing bell ceremony at Times Square in NASDAQ, which was very, very special. And our global ambassadors who participated kept asking to go back. And they said it was the most special moment for their career with NHT Global. And they wanted to be able to recreate that moment and to bring others to participate as well, the new members of their teams. So we thought it would be only fit if we did that for NHT Global's 20th anniversary. So our plan is to go back to NASDAQ to do another bell ringing ceremony, which NASDAQ graciously allows us to do, and to bring more of our leaders and more of our members to this special occasion. Our top leaders will be able to be inside of the studio, and the rest will be outside at Times Square and in the lobby of the NASDAQ building, participating in this wonderful moment. Of course, the trip won't be only the NASDAQ bell ringing. We will take you around New York City to show you all the special sites, put you up in a nice hotel, and make it all around a wonderful experience for all of those that qualify. Now, to go on to the qualification requirements for these special prizes, you would have to reach at least rank 2 every single quarter to participate in this program. You would have to personally advance at least 1 rank from your highest rank in 2020. And we added the first tier of this incentive to be for somebody who would be reaching rank 2, at least for all 4 quarters. They would get a celebration, special celebration with their team. For someone who would be reaching rank 3, at least rank 3 for each of the quarters, they would get this trip to New York that I was just mentioning. If somebody reached rank 4, they would win $20,000 car bonus subsidy. And if they reached rank 5, they would get a luxury, so a subsidy for a more expensive car purchase. And if somebody can reach rank 6, or higher every single quarter of the next year, they would get both a New York trip and a car bonus. Now, just to mention, if someone reaches rank 4 or 5 and they already have a car, but they would rather go to New York, we can make that happen as well for those members. And here you can see that we've created a special point system. So for reaching rank 2, you would get 10 points. If you do that every quarter, it adds up to 40 points. And that's what you would get a celebration with a team. Now, there can be different combinations of points because, of course, somebody could progress from quarter to quarter. So it's whatever the point total is what you would be looking at your reward. So it could be a combination of 10 plus 15 plus 20 plus 30, you know, and you would add it up and see where you are in this table. Now, we have some very, very special news for our Indian members as well. As many of you know, our Indian leaders, have developed a wonderful market for us in northeast part of India, which was harder for us to reach logistically, having centered our logistics operations in Mumbai, having expected that to be the first place where we would have more major development. And we have decided to improve our services in India to bring our products closer to you, closer to the market that's growing the fastest and that's requiring the most attention right now. So we have made steps to contract a local warehouse in Guwahati city. And we have closed the contracts with this company, have obtained all the approvals from our corporate side to go ahead. And my hope is that this will be a special Valentine's Day gift from us to you. Let's keep our fingers crossed that everything goes smoothly in this last steps of implementation, and that our products can be closer to you and closer to our fastest growing markets very, very soon, so that we can better support you logistically, support your development, and have you receive your products in respectable amount of time, undamaged and safe. So that's a very special announcement exclusively today for you, for our Indian members, which I hope you're as happy about as I am. Now, we have recently experienced what I would call explosive growth in especially this northeastern part of India. And that is great if that happens, if we have very strong, very ambitious leaders who can do this in a very short amount of time. However, that is not our expectation for you, and that is not our expectation for ourselves. That is what happens, and it's above and beyond what we would expect. What our strategy is across our markets is one steady step at a time, which means that we set small but realistic goals for ourselves, short-term, mid-term, long-term goals. And what we really want to make sure that is that we don't go backwards, that we continue on a steady growth path as a company. It's very difficult to do that, quarter by quarter, regardless of the circumstance. But it is a goal that we set for ourselves, and that's something that we use to also design our promotions and incentives. So like I've explained to you, we use Q4 as a base to set Q4 of 2020 as a base to set our goal for 2021, and to set our IRP cheaper bonus for 2021 first quarter. So that being our strategy, I invite you to take a look at your result in Q4 and to set your own goals for Q1 2021 and beyond. And I truly hope that the programs that I just presented to you can be a helpful tool for you to progress in your career path, in your success path with NHT Global. And if there's any way we can support you, talk to our local Indian team and let us know. We appreciate the feedback. We're relatively new in India. We want to get a good pulse on the market, good pulse on your needs, and a good pulse of how we can best support you so you can reach all of your potential. And again, I want to emphasize that like in any market, what we've done in the past globally, we're here to stay for the long term and to have a long-term success together with our Indian members. So thank you so much for your time today. And I give it back to Chiranjeevi.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It was an incredible presentation. The presentation was so great that, I'm sure this is going to help our distributors in many ways. And it must have actually motivated each one of them to achieve all the rewards that we have discussed today. Now, I would like to invite a leader from India market who has achieved rank 5 in no time. He is a role model for his team, and I'm sure his entire team will achieve higher ranks the way he has done it. I would request Mr. Sarfaraz Khan, IRP rank 5 achiever from India market. Over to you, Sarfaraz. We are eager to hear you.
Hi, guys. So great. So it was a great input from Maya in regards to the total information, in regards to IRP, how do we achieve, and it's been an incredible year, which has been 2020, and which has been one of the best years for Team Eagles as one family, and as well as this is an audience for India. So we are an excited team, and we're really happy that the achievers last year, like Zubino, who has been the IRP achiever along with me, and we are the two achievers from India, and we're really super excited to get the IRP points and to earn that extra bonus. So guys, there could be many more who could do this, because my team last year started from the mid-quarter as we were affected with the COVID time. And after that, there's been a blast, there's been a huge turnover. So great congratulations to big leaders like Jingli, Moi, and Ramte, and many, many leaders who we had great contribution to this exciting time of NHT Global, which has been an incredible time for all of us. And now, guys, this is a very good time for all of us to get started, because we had such an incredible achieve this going. And great news is that we have the warehouse. You have it, so here you can take it up. NHT Global has been a very helpful corporate. They have always been listening to the distributors. They have always been responding positively. They have always been promoting all healthy habits within the requirements, and they have been prompt with whatever we have put up to them. So I really thank everyone from the Indian management as well as the international corporate for listening to us. It's really incredible that we have such a good feedback and immediate response to the same. And now, guys, you have the year, you have this IRP where you can really incorporate in a bigger way. Now, what you need to do is you have these points table. So there was a discussion happening with one of my distributors who connected with me, and she was saying that she wants to build her house. So, and she said she wanted to buy a car. So, guys, now is the time where you can maintain your ranks, your rank 4, where the company is giving you on 80 points, $20,000. That's like a great achievement. If you can accomplish that, it's totally dependent on you. It's total up to your kind of, contribution with this. And this can be an incredible time for you guys to really do it. So NHT Global is one institution which offers you incredible rewards, international leadership. You can come, be a global distributor, can be a part of the ringing bell ceremony in New York. You have all the major incentive trips, what NHT is offering out to you guys. Now is the time that you get yourself serious about it. What you do for your next 12 months is going to be the decider for your great achievements, because you have great, great rewards waiting for you. And I'm very excited that Team Eagles have already decided. I have got like 10 distributors who have called me and are targeting for rank 4 maintenance from the day 1 quarter. So I'm really super excited for each and everyone to really make this one big year. 2021 is going to change the face of NHT Global big time. And I'm super excited. And I tell you guys, the way I did my rank 5, and we have rank 4 Chingli, we have rank 4 Zubino, we have rank 3 Dirang, we have rank 2 Moi, we have rank 2 Ramte. Guys, there has been 20 top leadership rank achievers. Now this can go huge. Now this can get multiplying bigger because you have the warehouse, you got the rewards, you got the day 1 January now. You got all the you have all the 4 quarters to achieve your points, and everything can happen in quick time. What requires is your 100% contribution and your sincerity towards the business. So guys, take this up, and we have this beautiful moment which has been shared by the international corporate leadership, where Maya has given the best enlightenment on this. You can get back to us in case you have any kind of confusion. We are there. Indian leadership is there to guide you, as well as we have the corporate who's always assisting us. So guys, great, thanks, and I really appreciate your time for coming in and giving it the best of yours. But guys, this is it. Don't wait and just delay your time, because this first quarter is very important. The 20 points which will add up to your 4 quarters, which will match up to 80 points, that is going to be big. So I'm into it. I'm taking the car. I'm taking it. So guys, who are with me, just give me a thumbs up and let's go and do it for it. God bless. Take care. Have a great time, guys.
Thank you so much, sir, for us. Your thoughts have always been motivating to your team and everyone. We wish you
Appreciate
as a team a great success with NHT Global.
Sure.
We had a great webinar today. I would once again like to thank Maya for her time. Thank you, Sarfaraz, and all the members who are present today for this webinar. Do take care of yourselves, and we will be seeing you soon. Thank you so much. Have a great evening ahead. Bye-bye.